Hi, I'm Ambry, and this is Ambry's Corner, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome. If you're returning viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome back. Hi guys, I am back today with another video. Today's video is part 2 of the starting YouTube or finding YouTube, but in this version it's gonna be called starting YouTube. So if you didn't see that last video, please go check it out. This video is very important to me because it gives a little insight on just how my channel came to be. So yeah, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out, and then come back and watch this one so you'll have a better understanding about that and this, because at the point I was in my life then was different, and now, even though that's only been a few months ago, it's very different and a very dramatic change turn. So if you've been following me thus far, then you know everything that done went down since 2022 and everything that's happening in 2023. So yeah, so let's get, so please stick around and let's get into this video. All right, so a little recap. In part 1 I told y'all about the start, about finding me. So let me just do a little recap. So I found YouTube while I was still in school. I think I was in elementary school, and I had been watching it for some time, and right away I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. And even like when I look back at my old journals, I could see it slowly becoming like a dream. Cause the way I wrote in my journal was like I was writing, like I was filming a video. Is basically how I wrote in my journal. And so then let's cut to I'm in GD classes, and the teacher asks us to write out some goals that we have, or not so much goals, like to tell them what we see ourselves doing in the future. It's at the point I'm in my GD classes, and I blurted out, you know, I would love to be a YouTuber like Superwoman. And at that point, I know I was watching Superwoman hardcore, like hardcore. Like she was like the funniest person I had ever seen on YouTube. I was a big fan. Her, along with some other YouTubers like Latoya Forever. I then eventually found, you know, some other ones, about Vintage and Hey Paris and Kenneth, and all of them. I ended up finding all of them, and I just I've been watching YouTube for a long time. I always seen a lot of creators in their transformation from then to now, from when they first started to where they are now. I have seen a lot, and I have been through everything with them as they're going through it. So I kind of know. I've been through YouTube with YouTube everything. And I blurted that out in class, and people looked at me like I was crazy. And I remember, I even remember looking at one guy. He literally just like put his head down and just like literally started laughing at me. And at that moment, I was embarrassed about having said it out loud. But I wasn't like ashamed of what I wanted, because it was what I wanted. I did see myself doing it. I did see myself eventually one day starting a YouTube channel. So cut to, I leave, and you know, I graduate, and I'm filled with like the utmost joy about the turning point in my life, about finally being done and being able to close that chapter of my life, finally being able to move on with my life and explore, and you know, just live my life without the burdens of, you know, trying to have that done or complete that. Cause at that point, like in the past, like high school, not, it had been like such of a struggle, most of a struggle for me, and it had not been easy. At this point, I had left school, and I had been wanting this, and I just felt like I needed something. It was like I was being called to do it, even though the calling was undeniable before, it was even more stronger than at that moment in my life, because I wasn't doing anything. I hadn't started working yet. I hadn't really just found a job yet. I was like in the in between, and I just needed something to devote my time to, something that brought a little bit of fulfillment to my life. And let me tell you something, since I started doing this, since I started making my videos, I have never felt so fulfilled, so close to like what passion feels like. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm passionate about, I'm just as passionate about it as anything else in my life. I mean, I'm happy to be doing this. Like, it brings me a lot of joy. I said in last video, I said this is probably at the top of things that are most important in my life. This, my moment starting this video, from my very first video to the video now, to the videos to come, even to the videos that come in the future, when I have a plethora of subscribers I don't have now, and that's fine. I think I'd be happy doing this at any number or any point, because I know that my messages that I'm sending out through into the internet atmosphere, into the world, to computers and phones or tablets, whatever, I know that it's a positive. I needed an outlet, something to talk about. I need to talk about my struggles, what I had been through, how I had came out on top. You know what I mean? I felt like I was on top of the world, and so I was ready to shout it from rooftops, school tops, whatever tops, car tops, bed tops. I was ready to shout it from the world, and so I needed an outlet. And so a friend I had known for a while, I don't talk about her before on here. You know, she had started hers, and she was like doing like little things on hers, nothing special. And me and her were talking. I think I even had my close guy friend even started one, and he was like, you know, maybe you should just start it. Maybe you should just start it. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. And I remember one point my cousin telling me that her best friend had started one, and I was like, dang, it seems like everybody doing what I want to do except for me. I haven't done it yet. She said, what you waiting on? Just do it. You don't need it. And I had told myself that I wanted to have some things in order before I did it. And I think my main thing was like, I was just scared, and I was wasting time, and I probably should have started it sooner. But I guess I feel like everything happens when it's supposed to, and so I felt like there was, even though I want started 5 years ago, I wasn't able to do it, or I wasn't in the place to do it. So now 5 years later, I'm in the place to do this, you know. So one night I'm on the phone with my friend, and we're talking. And she's like, and I said, I think I want to start a YouTube channel. She said, well, go ahead, do it. So I created an email address. I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. She said, well, do it then, do it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I said, just on the phone with me. She said, what you about to do? I said, well, I got to make an email address, one specific for my YouTube channel. She said, okay. So I had to think of a name for the channel, which I didn't have, because I didn't want to use my real name. So I'm thinking about my moon name, and I was playing around my moon, and I said Ambries. I said, what about Corner? And she said, Corner? I said, yeah, Corner. I said, it's the perfect, you know, word to describe exactly what I'm trying to do. It's like my little corner of YouTube. I like the Ambries Corner, you know. Corner represents my life, and the people in my corner, the people that's been rooting for me from the beginning, that always believed in me. And of course it represents me, you know. And I said, I want to bring a little bit of my village to YouTube. And she said, okay. And so I wrote the name. I remember writing the name down in my notes on my phone. And I remember watching a video about starting YouTube, and I was like, and she was like, write down 100 video ideas. 100. I haven't reached 100 yet. I only got about 90. Everything. This is the beginning for me. It was just a name. And I wrote the name at the top of a piece of paper. I wrote the name at the top of notes in my phone. And I created my channel after that. You know, I created it on YouTube. And after that point, it was kind of like, well, just a matter of when I'm gonna post the video. Well, mind you, the channel had been up a couple weeks before I ever posted the first video. It had been up a couple weeks, but in the process I was learning how to do things like make a banner, you know what I mean? You know, like the little watermark in the bottom of it. I learned how to make that a little while after. I learned how to make my intro. I made that. And then I told Mom, I said, Mom, I think I'm ready to start my YouTube. And she said, okay. I said, I think I just need some things, like something to set prop my phone up on when I film in the light. She said, like a ring light? I said, yeah. But she said, she said, you find one online that's reasonably priced and I'll buy it for you. She bought my very first ring light. I used it for about, maybe 6 months. And then I got another one. And I used that for about a year, I would say. Then I got this one, which I've been had ever since, which I've been had for a while. Then I was using my iPhone 7 for a long time to edit my videos and to film the videos. And then I finally got an iPad. So I was still using the iPhone 7, but I just had transferred all my videos from that 7 to the iPad. And then I got my first camera, and y'all seen that video. And y'all even seen the video where I got my iPad. I got it for Christmas, and I got my Apple Pencil with it along with that. And so that's been a key component in me being able to get out my content, me being able to do my videos efficiently, and my camera. I remember when I first got this camera, y'all, I was so scared to film it. I don't know what I was like, oh God, I'm about to look so ugly and pale on this camera with this light. Lord help me. And it wasn't like that. I also had like a little tripod. I had like a little tripod I had bought when I got it, because the ring light I had wasn't gonna work. I ended up giving that ring light to my friend. Then I got this one a little while later, and it's perfect. It got a camera holder. I just typed in professional ring light and it's popped up, and I've been in love ever since. And it gets taller, it gets shorter, it does everything I need. It bends, it folds, it does absolutely everything I need to do. It's basically how YouTube came to be. And that from the first video, I think I had waited like a week for that. I think I had waited like a week or two for that ring light to come in. I was planning out that first video. I mean, I was planning. You can hear in that first video I was nervous as heck. Or I just knew that I needed to get in front of the camera and do it, or I would never do it. So I set a date, set a time. I got comfortable. I found a comfortable position in my room that I liked it. I sat down and I talked and I talked and I talked and I talked. And after that, it kind of like lit a fuel in me, a fire in me, just like when I took that first test and passed it. And I was like, okay, I got this again, I got this again. So next day, I literally found myself in front of the camera again with another video. And I was like, okay. I like this. I like the way I feel. I started planning videos. I started working out what videos I'm gonna do. I went from I had done a video every day from the first day I had started making videos. Guys, I'm not even lying to you. I did a video every single day. I had like 20 videos, and I only had my YouTube channel for maybe about 2 weeks. Like, I had like 20 videos lined up. And I was like talking to friends. I was talking to my friends, like, you know, how many videos do you think I should post a week? He said, if I were you, I'll be posting at least 2 or 3 times a week. I said, well, I got enough video for 2 or 3 times a week. So I guess that's what I did. I had 3 videos going on a week. Then that was that. Then I started working and the world hit, and then I had to stop. So I went from 1 video a week to 2 videos a week. So I did Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then after that, it just became, now it's just Saturdays. So, you know, I have evolved, changed. I went from intro, y'all remember that first intro? If you don't, go back to that very first, to like about a year or 2 ago, and look at that very first intro. I made that off my phone by myself, and I was so proud of it. Even though it wasn't perfect, it was mine. It showed where I was and where I was trying to go, and even the intros to follow showed how I was evolving on here. And even this video shows me seeing how I'm evolving on here and how I hope to continue to evolve. And I love this so much. And sometimes, you know, I have to take a break from it. I have to like give the rest just so I can get the juices back flowing, so I can come back on here and do what I need to do for y'all. But it's not, so I don't think it's something I ever really get tired of, especially since I just started, and I can only see it going, doing more. I don't feel like YouTube is where I'll be, but I feel like it's the beginning of something else for me. So that is starting YouTube. I know I ramble on a lot about starting it, but this was a very important video for me, and I had to wait for the perfect moment. I see y'all watching. I see the views going up. Slowly but surely they're going up, and I appreciate the people that, you know, watch me and that's tuning in when every weekend when I do decide to upload a video. And I will see y'all next one. Thank you for watching and coming on this journey with me, and I hope there's just so much more to come for us. Bye bye. See you next one.